The FA Cup magic. We see it year in, year out, non-league teams all over the country causing crazy upsets against professional teams, leagues and leagues above the level they are playing at. But this video is all about my club, my non-league team going on a pretty crazy FA Cup run, causing upsets against, again, teams, leagues above the level we're playing at, and taking you with me on a week leading up to our game Saturday, where we will be playing for a place in the first round proper, where we could then play against League 2 or even League 1 professional teams. We got a ton of highlights on how we got to this point, travel and hotel stay over with all the boys, a golf day with the lads, and a ton of training on how we're preparing and continue to improve our fitness. So if you haven't already, drop a like, make sure you subscribe, and let's get into the video. So it's now Monday, and I can't lie, I was carrying a bit of fatigue from our game Saturday. We put in some crazy distance. I'll show you some stats on the screen now. And the first thing we did is we went to the gym for an upper body strength session. Lads, I can't lie, a lot of the stuff I put on this channel is to show you the transformation and journey you can go on despite setbacks, and through consistency, hard work, we have made a pretty crazy transformation from our second ACL injury after being released from Norwich City Football Club, becoming pretty overweight to where we are right now. So when you see me posing in front of the mirror like this, I hope you know that a lot of this is just to show myself like how far we've come. And then after our strength work, it was now time for our individual football session. I'm going to take you through a full session right here of what we did and how you can kind of structure your session. We started off with some speed plyometrics that progressed into more power plyos, and again just prepping our body for the session ahead. We then progressed into some freestyle dribbling, no cones, getting touches on the ball. The surface wasn't great, so getting used to that a little bit and just generally warming up. And at that point we were ready to go into the main part of the session. Now it's really important, lads, that with your individual work that you get as specific as possible. So recently I've been playing off the right wing for my club, which is really strange to me because I've always played off the left, and I'm really trying to learn how to be effective, and one of those ways is just feeling more comfortable and cutting in and getting shots off. Now when it comes to technique work or specific work like this, yes, you can start at slower tempos to get used to the technique, but if you want to see your work in training translate over to your games, you need to eventually ramp up the intensity, ramp up the speed. If not, and if everything you do is at a slow tempo in training, you just will really struggle to see it translate over to games when you get into that match intensity and match speed. Afterwards, we went into our football specific fitness work. We didn't go crazy on this, but just getting those multi-directional movements in, again dribbling at speed with that end product. Afterwards, we did some sprint work. Typically I will do this at the start of my sessions, but I didn't know whether I was going to do it today, but my body felt good, so we got it done. Just adding some plyos before the sprints really does work, and then that was the session complete. And later on that evening it was time for our slow 8 kilometer aerobic run. Really slow, really steady. Right, so boys, we're out here on a run. We're about 5 kilometers of the way through an 8 to 10 kilometer slow aerobic run, and I want to talk about where and why aerobic longer runs are still important for footballers, just because I know I make videos on Instagram and TikTok about how running 5 kilometers isn't beneficial for you. And the reason I say that I make those videos is because I see so often footballers, when they go out to run their 5 kilometers or just run on the road in general, they will absolutely sprint it, like they'll go for PBs every time. When you come out here for your longer road runs, you should be working your aerobic base, which means keeping your heart rate low in heart rate zone 2 to 3, which basically means you should be able to hold a conversation. Not only will this make sure you are working that aerobic base, but it also means that your body's not going to be absolutely smashed to bits the next day. It's not going to affect your week of training, so you can get good volume, build your aerobic base while still doing your on-pitch training. Right, so lads, I actually did want to speak a little bit about my morning stack, which has kind of developed over the last year or so, I'd say. First thing, we need a coffee, 100% of. Selfish coffee, so we don't need that much water. I'm not going to put that on yet. But let's get out our morning supplements. Obviously, one of the first things we're going to be doing is hydrating, because we're about to have some caffeine. The first thing we're going to take is some vitamin D3, vitamin D, especially now in these winter months, bro. Like, there's no sun in sight. We've then got our omega-3 fish oil. We've got some ashwagandha. And then just because we do need to do another order of a few other things, we've just got some multivit tablets. The only other 2 supplements that I kind of dabbling is citrulline malate and creatine. Now I can't lie, I've actually come off a cycle of creatine. It sounds like I'm doing testosterone or something, a cycle of creatine. I've actually stopped taking creatine the last like couple of weeks or so, just because I'm naturally a heavier athlete and creatine does bump my weight up by 2 to 3 kg. And I also feel like with my fitness in football, there's a fine line between with how heavy I am, feeling super fit, and also just feeling a bit heavy and sluggish, especially on these winter pitches. And they're soft. It might just be a placebo thing. When I see certain numbers on the scale leading into a game, I'm like, damn, Daniel, you're fat as shit. Citrulline malate, again, is something that I haven't really 100% committed to yet. There was a period where I was. It's meant to help dilate your blood vessels, to just help blood flow around your body, which of course is a good thing. But apart from that, we start our day with some scrambled egglers, little toasty, your family. That guy's all over my TikTok, man. Where are the eggs? We did just get a fresh trim though. Big up man like Shay. This trim has been a journey, I can't lie. And I still, what are you boys saying with the trim? Like overall, the beard is moving a bit scraggers, I can't lie. Even though I have like this daily beard wash and moisturizer I use. Is it genetics? Like, but yeah, we're now on the way to the game. I didn't speak about the work we did yesterday because I didn't want this video to be crazy long. But we did go to the gym, we did a mobility routine, we did some upper body strength work with the brother. And then we did some ski and row erg intervals, which of course in the Hyrox race, those two machines are a big part of the race, or they are a station within the race. And we did 10 times 250 meters on each machine, 40 seconds rest between each set. And we were just really focusing on efficiency. So right now I know the kind of timings that I'm aiming for. And what I'm working on now is to try and maintain that high speed, but working on my efficiency and my form so it isn't as taxing on the body, so I can maintain a lower heart rate. Yeah lads, I feel like I've waffled a lot today. We're gonna continue the rest of this journey to the game, hopefully pick up a nice win. Obviously we're all kind of looking ahead to Saturday, but at the same time we all know that if we can get a good result in the league midweek leading into the game, then it will give us that little bit of a momentum push. So hopefully we can all put on a good performance today, and that's really what we're after, like a good performance to give us confidence going into Saturday. So let's get it. As this is all about the FA Cup, this video, we're going to go through our upset in the previous round where we beat a team 2 or 3 leagues above us to get to the game we're going to play Saturday. We played St Albans FC that I think are 2 or 3 leagues above us in the football pyramid. Naturally, they're going to look to play more football. They are quite a ball playing side, but we've got a home draw. We've got them on our pitch. We've already had to win 3 or 4 games to get to this point in the FA Cup because we're lower down in the pyramid. So we've got some good momentum, and you know what? Before the game, we all felt like we could cause an upset. But we're going to go straight into these highlights. We're going to keep it nice, short and snappy, go through the goals. Some game, by the way, some game. Anyway, first of all, bad back pass from their defender, and Finchy takes it around the keeper, open goal. He is a proper goal scorer, him. We go into half-time 1-0 up, but early in the second half, they get this goal back. I don't even know how he squeezed it in that angle, but obviously, again, we got into half-time 1-0, and they've scored early on. But don't you worry, another mistake, and Finchy is there. Pretty much another open goal, but he's always in the right places, and he's super clinical. Anyway, here we go, drops to me. It gets pumped long. I'm looking to beat their defender 1v1. Their defenders were very physical, so you had to be a bit more techie with it. Drop shoulders, win a free kick, and of course you know this free kick's getting pumped in the box. First attempt doesn't happen. At this point here, I'm just trying to keep it alive, set it back to get delivered again. And can we do it? JJ's there. What does he score with in the end? Is it his head, his nose, his left ball? I don't know, but we're 3-1 up now, but there's still a lot of time to be played. The ball comes to me on the right side here, looking to beat the defender again. Honestly, it's super hard to dribble and be direct. And at this point, I'm trying to maintain possession, look for something to come up. We drop a shoulder, take it round, and we see a leg come out, and we're going down, boys. You already know we're going down. I know people might say, like, you went down easy, but why are you sticking your leg out there? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm always going to go down for a pen. And Finchy for his hat-trick is on the penalty. Is he? Yeah, bottom right. Nice penalty. The boys are 4-1 up. There was still a decent amount of time to be played. Like, we scored like a few goals very quickly. This is why this game was kind of crazy. They get a goal back, but at this point now, there wasn't much time left at all. And we had secured the W against a team 2 or 3 leagues above us. This is why we love the FA Cup. You get teams that are leagues above come to awful pitches sometimes in the winter when it's cold and soft, and we were able to cause an upset. and we are now looking ahead to Saturday, the next round, where if we win, we go into the first round proper. So Thursday, it was actually the date for my brother's ACL surgery. Those that have been watching, you'll know that my brother did his ACL playing soccer sixes. I saw that live and direct. Unfortunately, after me doing both of my ACLs, my brother has now suffered an ACL injury. Toes, you ain't bringing no goals back here, boy. So get in the comments, wish him all a speedy recovery. Do you know what? It was actually so weird seeing him go through what I have been through twice now. Actually had 6 surgeries in total on my knees. So yeah, they're pretty finessed. He's a boxing coach / PT. He's naturally very active. He did a lot of the high rock sessions that I was doing with me. Yeah, man, he'll be good. And obviously he's got the best brother in the world to guide him. I've had it twice now, so hopefully I can give him some pointers. 6 guys around you.
And then undo this and then I'm asleep.
Yeah. See you later, mate. Good luck, bro. Guys, he's back. Surgery was a success. I warned him about the hamstring graft because they did repair his ACL of a hamstring, but the pain you feel when you wake up is in your hamstring. So after leaving my brother, he had a successful surgery. It was now time for our team golf day, which, do you know what, I was so gassed for. Back in the day when I was recovering from my ACL injuries and I was at Norwich, I played way too much golf. I got down to the low teens in handicap.
Wow, he can boom it, brother.
That is high. To be fair, how's your drive?
But I haven't swung the golf club in a minute. But it was good to get together with the boys. There were 7 to 8 of us and we split into 2 teams. And even though there are some dodgy swings, do you know what? There was some absolutely gorgeous golf being played. How's that from you?
Yes, sir.
Just 160 in, just next to the pin. Love that from you.
Still watching. You know how it is.
Always professional around here. And centipede on the course. Tap this in.
Cameras. It's gone to Walker though! Mark it, Mark! Oh, you feel that? It's not bad. Come on, big dog! Oh yeah. Oh, so good.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That's a draw, bro.
That's gonna be the biggest.
Don't do that.
Oh shit.
I got that for the YouTube as well. Come on. Hello boys. Right lads, we're using the GoPro to take you along on the journey and travel to the FA Cup game. It's currently Friday, 10 to 4 in the afternoon. I'm just packing all my stuff, but then I'm driving to Norwich to meet the boys, to get on the coach, to then drive to somewhere near London, where we're going to be staying in the hotel before our FA Cup game tomorrow. I'm just currently making sure I've got everything. Obviously I do have my big camera here, but I can't lie, I don't think I'm going to bring this. And yeah, I need to get moving, so let's get to it. So after arriving at the hotel, getting settled in, we went down and had some food. I can't lie, the food weren't bad at all.
Yeah, you know what? Like, chicken, salad, bit of sweet potato, you know, it's excellent for match prep.
Anyway, so if you want the diet program, sign up to Level Eat today.
Yeah.
We then played some card games with the lads to chill out, and the vibes were good, man. Like, we'd come on a crazy run just to get to this point, which I'm going to show you briefly before the main game.
Oh, look, here he is.
This is much time. It is. So, man, you break down now, I'll be good with it.
Yeah. Who fired? Safety.
I'm on the numbers, mate.
And then afterwards we went up to the rooms and we had a little bit of a FIFA tournament.
You donkey.
Ben, I haven't played in 5 years.
Oh. No. You're a YouTuber, bro.
Alright, let me lock in real quick.
Alright, you lock in, bro.
Start getting it.
Let's get the camera on this.
Oh.
He's in? No. He's asking for Pogba.
How do you switch players, bro? It's all weird in that.
So,
L1.
L1.
Oh! No, I need to be
Your bad
You're gone. Mate, if it's 3-0, you're off.
Yeah,
You're off.
we're saying that.
Yeah, 3-0, you're off.
That's fair.
Right, so boys, we have gone downstairs, we've woken up, got a good night's sleep actually. I think I got like an 8-hour 30 sleep. As you saw, we went down for breakfast early. We had a team meeting, currently 11:45, and we are leaving the hotel around 12ish. We're gonna find like a services to stop, get some food, just those pre-match snacks and drinks, and then it is time for the match. Obviously it's a mad opportunity. If we win this round, we go into the first round proper, but honestly, just the experience of being able to come away with the boys, it's all been sick in general. So with that being said, I want to win so bad, and honestly I just have a feeling that we're gonna win. So it is now time for the FA Cup highlights. A massive game for both clubs. Horsham are only a league above us compared to St Albans that were 2 leagues above us, but whoever wins this game goes into the first round proper, which means you potentially play against League 1, League 2 clubs, and obviously Conference are in there as well. So a lot of professional, full-time clubs would then be in the draw, and you can see from the attendance just how many people are there. Like, I don't know exactly how many were there, but there were thousands, which is pretty nuts. You can see a chance from us here. Unfortunately, we didn't record the game. This is just their highlights on their YouTube channel. So shout out to them for recording the game. But because of that, a lot of our chances, half chances, whatever, wasn't shown or aren't in the video, and obviously mine in particular as well aren't obviously on there. Now this is kind of how the game went anyway. Obviously we did have chances that aren't shown, but we accepted that we're coming up against a team that likes to play football on their home pitch on an AstroTurf. They're going to have a lot of the ball, so we just wanted to make sure, again, similar to our previous games in the FA Cup, we stay really compact, we defend well, we stay as a unit, and we get behind the ball, and we defo frustrated them like we've frustrated other teams. You can see here, like, we're all behind the ball and there's not much space down the centre of the pitch, so a lot of the time they were hitting diags like this, and their wingers were rapid, to be fair, and dangerous players. So that is kind of where a lot of their chances came from, just like the diags, because we're behind the ball, closing down spaces. And these are things that we'd gone through in training, like cutting off passing lanes, etc. And then it was just knowing that we had the forward players on the counter attack and the creativity to score a goal. But knowing that the later it went on, the more of a chance we had. Now right now the game is like in the 86th minute. The 86th minute, we defended, we'd kept a clean sheet, we had created chances, we definitely could have scored at least one if we were a bit more clinical. And you can see here their wingers driving forward. Yeah, that generally was like the 87th minute. You can see how, you can just probably hear the crowd and their celebrations. Obviously, that was a dagger, I can't lie. We're going to see a couple of replays of this. Obviously, the game ended 1-0. We did lose. We went on a crazy run. We played well in the game defensively for again, pretty much 90 minutes. Unfortunately, we weren't able to score any of our chances. And even though we defended so well for a large part of the game, they scored right at the end. But that is the FA Cup. I think this is the best FA Cup run I've been on personally, and we were one round away from playing against professional clubs again. And now we just got to look to take this momentum from the FA Cup into the league, knowing that we can perform against teams levels above us, and look to do well in the league this season, man. But we're going to keep you lot updated. I appreciate all of you for watching today's video. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe, drop a like, and I will see you all in the next one.